Hey everyone. Psychic back. So this is okay, there's a lot of background noise around me. I apologize. I just got out of the shower and I just saw that my roommate isn't here, so I can finally make this video that I've been planning to make for a couple days now, and no one will be around to hear me. Oh my gosh, that's so cool, right? Okay. So someone's like moving furniture or something. I apologize. So it's been 2 years. Oh boy. Yes. So on October 10th, 10 days ago from when I'm recording this, I know I'm late. Oh my gosh, I'm late. 10, 10 days and 2 years ago, I started doing YouTube again. It was the Among Us stream. I believe it's called The Psychic is Among Us. That was such a fun stream, and it kind of kickstarted my love of making videos again. Which, I was at that point I was actually almost ready to just like delete the channel because I had like made like a couple dumb little series, just pointing my little camera at the screen, recording video games. Oh, they're so bad. I'm so glad those videos are privated. No one will ever see them again. So, yeah. 2 years. Last year I did a best moments of the year. And I didn't have anything like that prepared for this year. So I decided to do something different. First of all, announcement. I am planning to do a big, mega long stream, maybe like 5 or 6 hours long if I can handle it, sometime soon. I don't know when. I don't know what I'll do. I hope to play like a variety of games with some friends, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. It might not be for a little while because college is college and everything. But yeah. So what I wanted to do for this video is I actually wanted to go back and talk about some of the people who have helped me with videos, because I'll be honest, I'm not good at solo content. If you look at a lot of videos, it's pretty much all with other people, like streams with, like on Mindzone with other people, Inkwell, Daybreak, all with those. What carried that for me was doing stuff with other people, and then of course Dark Rooms is literally just me, Ozone Inky _ just talking about FNAF and just vibing and chilling and having a good old laugh along the way. So I don't really do a lot of stuff on my own. And I wanted to recognize that since it's been 2 years since I started doing stuff again, and I wanted to say thanks, I guess. I'm very thankful for my friends. They're great people. All links will be in the description. Check them all out. Although I'm pretty sure you've already subscribed to them because they are much better at YouTube than me. So, yeah. Oh, my hair's just not doing well tonight. Like I said, I just got out of the shower, so it's just, side note, I was catching up with an old friend, and I was like, "Oh, have you seen me since I started growing my hair out?" And they're like, "No, I haven't." So I sent them a picture. They said they called it ramen noodle hair. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to just say thanks to a bunch of my friends because I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for them. Starting off, literally one of the nicest people that's, there for me, Super Sega. Sega is like one of the nicest people. He will literally like just like send me a random message saying, "Hey, how's it going?" Or send me like a funny meme, like no context, just send a funny picture and I'll laugh at it. He's just super nice. He's like always like supportive and understanding, like always willing to like help me if I need help with something. He's just great, honestly. So one thing I'm not that good at is messaging people back. I will see a message and I'll be like, "Oh, okay," and then I'll forget to send a response. And Sega is a big receiver of that, and I really apologize because I will look back like a couple of days later. I'm like, I never responded. Oh, I'm such a bad friend. But he's cool. He's chill. He's awesome. He's amazing. He's such a hard-working fella. he like puts so much effort into videos, even though like me, he has a small channel, and he's just great. Like, I cannot sing his praises enough. It's like, it's my only limiting factor is I suck at like big words and like different words. Next, just some of the other people that like are just like there, like people like Deepest, Johnny Blocks, Elementary Studios, JPig, like people that are just like around me, and like I can like be like, hey, want to help me with this? Like, you know, JPig helping with the animations on Inkwell, Johnny helping with like Pop Goes Arcade and streams like that, Deepest for just being a good antagonist for Mind Zone. Man, I love Mind Zone. It's such a good series. I love it so much. Elementia, he's just like a cool person. We've had him on the podcast. I haven't interacted with him as much as like, you know, other people, but like I still a cool person. We've had him on the podcast. Very nice. And yeah. So speaking of the podcast, can't go anywhere without mentioning my buddy Underscore. Literally like one of the funniest people I've ever met, because he's so serious and he has this perfect monotone voice. So it's like when he's like focused on something, he will like, you know, go hard at it, and it's such a fascinating thing to watch. And you know, he puts up with being the butt of a couple Dark Rooms jokes, which I do feel a bit bad about. Like the whole, like, remember season 1, like he was always oversleeping. FNAF AR, Chalk. To be fair, he seems fine with the Chalk one, but yeah, it's just like, Dark Rooms is just super special to me, and it would not be the same without any of them. And they help me, like, Dark Rooms is like the best thing for my channel. Like, it's like such a high performer. But the thing is, we do it for fun. Like, it's not like doing it, like, yes, like we do YouTube and like we hope to grow, but like that's not our main purpose for doing it. We do it because it's fun, and we're good at recognizing if it's starting to feel like a chore. We take a quick break and then we come back stronger. And it's just something that's like always there for me at the end of the week. Like, I can always look forward to watching Dark Rooms. I even listen to Dark Rooms myself sometimes. Yeah, I don't know if that's cringe or not, but I listen to my own podcast, so yeah, there's that. Also, Inky is just like such, man, see, like, I suck at explaining things. Like, if you know me IRL, you will know that I am terrible at explaining things, and I often mess it up big time. Inky's just great. Like, so funny, so smart, just like he's big brain. He's 200 IQ. Inky's great at like running with jokes. Like, I can remember so many times where it's like I'm doing something stupid, and instead of like calling me out on how it's stupid, he will join in on the joke. Like, for example, when we did Phasmophobia, and I was like messing around, and I was like, "Oh guys, look, here are some pickles." And he was like, "What are you?" "Oh, pickles." Like, Inky's really good at running with the jokes, and like it's just like a person like I can always bounce a joke off of. I even met him up IRL, and it was so much fun, like, meeting him. And we turned the meeting into like a stupid sword fight. And it was just like, just fun. It's just fun. And that's why I love doing videos. It's just fun for me. Inky also hosted Inkwell and Daybreak, which is... Inkwell is amazing. Daybreak is also great, but it's been a bit slow. So Inkwell, the Inkwell movie came out last year. Or was it this year? No, it was on New Year's. That was an amazing project. It was so much fun making a whole Minecraft mini movie. Inky made like 20 tracks for it. It was amazing. You know, everyone that worked worked so hard, and like Daybreak is the only thing that like I've not really had motivation for Daybreak, honestly. Something about it just like and just like being at college just sapped my motivation. So the story's kind of on hiatus. We do have a story. We do know what the plan is, but we just are waiting for the right time to enact it. So, but even though like they're basically waiting on me, they're not like mad about it. Like Evan and Jay and Jen and all the other people that are working on it are just amazing. I didn't mention Evan or Jen in my quick flash through of a bunch of friends because I'm an idiot. Yeah, they're just always there to like bounce off ideas for lore, build on the story, do world building. They're great. Speaking of Daybreak, I can't do that without mentioning Static. Obviously, that's not her real name. However, I'm not going to say real names because that would be not cool. And also I'm not going to refer to her as her Discord name, Cute Bunnies, because Static's easier to say. So sorry, but that's how you're known as now. Sorry. So, basically, I created the whole idea. So basically, Inkwell, when I was so I think it was actually like before the movie, but it was after the movie had like finished like recording, but before it was like done with music to upload. And I was planning the next section of the story, and I had this idea like, oh, Psychic in Inkwell is at a very low point because, Underscore's dead, supposedly. The world's resetting. Everything seems like down. Where do I go from here? And I was like, okay, I'm struggling with myself at the moment, so why don't I turn that into a thing? So I was like, how do I do this? I know, I'll do like mini movies probably. And I created like 3 different characters like that would all like represent like a part of like inner thought, and like that would like you'd have to work against like but I scrapped that idea and I just stuck with the TV one. And originally it was just gonna be me. I'll show on screen like a picture of the skin in its original state, but I didn't like that. I thought it was kind of stupid, kind of lame, kind of too obvious. And I was like, who is someone that will portray a good... Who do I know that will take a character that is going to be cruel to me and not care about it? So obviously I thought of my childhood best friend. So yeah, I was like, let's see here, should I go up to my friend and be like, hey, will you voice a character that's supposed to be like the bad parts of my head that just like drags me down and is basically like depression and anxiety and all that good stuff? I decided not to do that for obvious reasons. So I went on Discord and I was like, hey, I'm looking for someone to play a voice. And I was like hoping that they joined, and they did. They were like, hey, how can I help? Which I was super thankful for. And they played the role perfectly. So yes, we're best friends. They are not afraid to absolutely devastate me in a verbal attacking. They are very mean to me. Please send help. But no, like it's the kind of friendship where it's like I can be mean to her and she'll be mean to me, but like it's not actual like, not malicious. It's all in good fun. We'll make fun of. It's just making fun of a friend. Like I'm sure you all know what I mean. And I'm insanely thankful to have them. They are literally always there for me, and just like they would always like check in, like, hey, how you doing on YouTube, and like always like check out my stuff and like be supportive and just be a good friend. Yeah, they are definitely one of my best friends. They are. She's someone who like. They're off at college, like 10 hours away or something. If they needed me, I would drive all the way there just to help them. There are only a couple of people that I would like always, absolutely no doubt, go to bat for, and they are one of them because I know they would do the same for me. Not to say I wouldn't like help any of my other friends. Like obviously, if they need help, I'm gonna help them. But like, there are only a couple people who I would go farther for. Another one doesn't even know I do YouTube, so I'm not going to talk about them much, because I don't think they would appreciate being talked about on the internet, obviously, without, like, even knowing about it. But there's a third person who I haven't mentioned yet, who is relevant. Not saying that my other friend isn't relevant. They're just not relevant to the channel. Who I would consider one of my best online friends. You know him. You love him. It's our favorite Ozone Zone. Ozone is one of the people I look up to most. He is the one who basically, just introduced me back into YouTube. I found him through his audiobooks, joined his server to play Among Us, and I was like, hey, maybe I want to try making a video on this in the server. I was like, hey, next time we do Among Us, you mind if I record? And he was like, oh yeah, go for it, dude. And then like a couple days later, he was like, hey, me and some other YouTubers are planning on recording Among Us. And I was like, okay. He's like, do you want to join? I was like, sure, I'll join. And it was, after that, it was just amazing. I got to meet the content creator circle. Just a bunch of awesome people, all like making videos. I got to, do like stupid jokes, like when, like the second Among Us stream, I think it was the second one, where me and Ozone were like always like being like, oh, it wasn't Ozone, it wasn't Psychic, and everyone just like hating it, and it was just fun. And I remember just like doing so many videos with Ozone, like there was Mind Zone and Inkwell, and like I started doing streams like fairly recently. He's always down to like join me and like make jokes with me, voice a stupid character in a game, along with Inky. Ozone and Inky are like my streaming buddies, and they're fantastic. They're hilarious, and they're just good people. Ozone is like I don't want to repeat myself too much, but Ozone's just like super nice. Like we don't always agree, obviously. Like there are some times with darkroom stuff where I'm like, I think we should do this, and he thinks we should do this, and we'll like go back and forth on it. But like we're friends. It doesn't matter. They're stupid. They're stupid arguments. No one cares. I doubt he even remembers most of them, and that's just like something you don't really get a lot. And I'm very lucky to have Ozone and Inky and _ again. Darkrooms is my favorite thing that I do. And I'm just grateful for it. I'm grateful for my friends. And I didn't go into this with a script, so it's probably all over the place and not very well done. But I didn't have a lot of time, so this is what you get. I'm sorry. But, like, Ozone is just, like, one of the people where it's like, if he needed my help, I would do everything in my power to help him. Because he's just a great guy. And I don't know if he'd do the same for me. Obviously, probably not, because it's me. But he's just, like, he gave me the hobby of making videos. I don't think without him I would find video editing as fun as I do. I don't think I'd enjoy it. I don't think I'd do it at all. I wouldn't have known this was a major hobby of mine. And I wouldn't know that, I had stories to tell. I had games to play. I had friends to enjoy games with, like, and stream and grow my own little community, making jokes about school milk that's frozen. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot. How the hell did I almost forget? Freaking Stitchy. Stitchy, he's like also one of my best friends. I think, there's 4 people I'd always go to help. Stitchy's also one of them. Stitchy, like Ozone, gave me a hobby. Stitchy is the person who, did the first Darkrooms art, like, for free, just because they wanted to help. And they're just, like, they inspired me to learn how to draw. At the beginning of the year, I had never done art before, and now I can do can do okay stuff. I'll put a quick time lapse on screen of a project I worked on recently. But I can just Stitchy is like I don't know how to explain it. It's like this little child that's like always like there to like give you a dumb idea or just do something stupid, and just like you can be like, hey, want to go jump off a bridge? And he'd be like, let's go! Like, that's Stitchy. So, I don't know if I ever talked about this on a video, but we did this thing last year in my senior year, where I'd have like a boring day, and because of time zones, by the time my school was starting, Stitchy's was ending. So Stitchy would join me in a Discord call for 7 hours normally, just sit in my pocket and just listen to how an American school worked for a day. We called it Pocket Pals, and it was just so much. It brightened up my day every single time. It was just like, I had like a friend to go through school with, and it was just like they would do stuff that would like try to make me laugh in the middle of class, and it worked a couple times. I remember one time I was walking down the hall, and my teacher was like also walking in the same direction because like we were going outside for something. So she said something, and I laughed so hard, and my teacher was like, What's so funny?" And I was like, I thought of something funny my friend said. Like, I had to lie, obviously. I can't be like, I'm on the phone call with a friend from Sweden, but it's just, Stitchy's awesome. All the people are awesome. And I'm just, as I go on, I should have made a script. Rhea and Daveon, the Darkrooms artists that are currently working on Darkrooms, are amazing people. They do their work for free, which is something I do want to change eventually when I get monetized. And they're just like willing to help this little project of ours, and they're just amazing people. And I'm just lucky to have such a great community, honestly. College isn't easy. It's difficult. I've had a rough time, but they're great people. I have great online friends while I work on making real life friends. I struggle a lot with adjusting and meeting new people, and I haven't really met any friends at college yet. Like, even my roommate, like, we just coexist, and it's hard. It's tough. I've not had an easy time at college, but that's a story for another time. And I know that there are people who I might not see in your life, but there are people that I can go to and be like, hey, I'm struggling. What do you recommend? Like, I'm just very lucky, honestly. I have Sega, Inky, _ Daveon, Rhea, Stitchy, Johnny, Evan, Jen, Jay, Ozone, Static, all of them. Like, so many people have helped make the Psychic channel. Because, like I said, I'm not good at doing stuff by myself. Being alone is something I struggle with a lot, but that's not really important. But it's just, I'm very grateful. And it's been 2 years, and I hope to go for many years further. And maybe one day we'll get a bunch of subs or something. Maybe one day I'll be super popular. Then I can get into my own controversies. Woo! No, I'm kidding. I would never. Actually, funny thing real quick before I end the recording. I found an old Instagram account of mine that I didn't even know I had from like 6 years ago. It had the most cringe stuff ever, and I deleted that. So, well, technically Snapchat or Instagrams don't delete for like a month. So I think if people wanted to try, they could try to find this old account of mine. But I won't even tell you any hints, because that needs to be deleted and burned from all existence, because it was cringe as hell. But that's where I'm going to end this video. I know it's a long ramble. I'm just wanted to like talk about awesome people, because frickin' I'm lucky to have such awesome people. And yeah, probably should have made a script, but I didn't. Alright, I'm gonna see you guys later. Remember, Hopefully big 2-year stream coming soon. Don't know when. We'll see. All right. Bye-bye.